Hey, good morning from McKenzie Mountain right here in Republic, Washington. It is Sunday, July 20th. We had some rain last night. It's cloudy right now. I can see some blue up there a little bit, some cloud breaks. And the forecast that I can see doesn't call for any more rain today, but we are supposed to have rain for the next several days off and on. I think like a 60% chance tomorrow. And I don't know how much rain it takes really to help out with the fire season. We haven't had any fires here close to Republic yet, or this year. And I don't know if this was enough rain and if this season of rain is going to be enough to help that or not. I don't know much about those things. And I don't know if there was any rain in the areas where the fires are going on down, like at Antioch, Chelan, over by Kettle Falls and the Hope Fire area that is going on over there. And I know there are fires, some other fires that are in the general vicinity. I know that they're down, there's some fires along the in Klickitat County area. Lyle, Washington had a level 3 evacuation yesterday, the day before. And Lyle is where my mom and dad met, my mom and birth dad met. And they both went to high school, graduated high school there in Lyle, Washington. It's where my grandparents lived until they both passed away. Their grandparents' property overlooked the Columbia River and overlooked Mamaloose Island, which was an Indian burial ground that Lewis and Clark actually reported in their journals. They actually Lewis and Clark stayed in an Indian encampment that was actually on my grandparents' property on the Major Creek, and it's also recorded in Lewis and Clark journals. My grandparents owned that piece of property, and then when they passed away, that was turned back over to the state that turned it into just a scenic byway area. The only thing left, they removed Grandpa and Grandma's houses and all of their, they'd had alfalfa fields and they had gardens and fig trees and all that. So all of that was removed and it's been turned back to natural habitat. The only thing that even points that my grandparents ever were there is there's a park bench that's got my grandpa's name on it on the property there. But anyway, that's all burning, I understand right now. It's all kind of on fire and burning up. I don't know if the rain is reaching down that far south or not, and if it would be enough to make any difference. But I do know that that's going on. And so praying for those folks. I've got a good friend who pastors in Goldenale, which is in Klickitat County, up on the hill above where Lyle is. And their church is offering their facilities as a sanctuary for those that are having to evacuate, and as also a place for a staging area for the firefighters, also offering their property to be used in that way. And so those are all people we ought to be praying for and just asking God to take care of them. Our drywall guy got almost all the interior done. I had to do some things. We're putting in the house because it's a small house. Instead of using regular doors, I chose to put in pocket doors inside, and there are some challenges with those, especially because it's a concrete floor. So I had to spend some time yesterday figuring out a way to anchor the bottoms of those pocket doors to the concrete. He wasn't able to put up the drywall on those pocket door areas until they were fastened down firmly. So I did that for him. We got that done, and I think he's got 2 or 3 more panels of sheetrock that have to be put up. There's one place in the bathroom where I'm not sure the electricians finished what they were supposed to do in there. There's 2 loose wires. One of them looks like it's probably supposed to be a plug-in, near where the vanity would be, the sink and the vanity. And then the other one looks like it might be where there's supposed to be a light above the vanity. And there's just loose wires there. And so he's not able to put in that piece of sheetrock until the electricians do something with that. So I'll have to talk to them on Monday, kind of figure out what's going on, talk to them being the electricians, and see what's going on with that. Anyway, you all have a wonderful Sunday. The Lord bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you. Lord, be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Have a wonderful day.